Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Here we have a new trend in the media in the last few days which are claiming that Hollywood and celebrities now want nothing to do with Meghan and Harry. Every day there is some new angle that this international media smear campaign follows, and they do it jointly. There was a story about David Beckham, or the Beckham family had fallen out with Meghan and Harry, and now we have this story about George Clooney. Once again, this could be all complete nonsense. It was reported that Meghan and Harry did stay with Clooney and his wife a few years back, and there has been associations with David Beckham and his wife Victoria Beckham, who I believe has worn some of her designs before. But other than that, there isn't really much else to claim that these were ever close friends. So the claim of them being friends in the first place is dubious. It says here, once bosom buddies, again overplaying that they are friends. Meghan Markle, no more friends with Clooney actor, says he doesn't know her. So they are completely exaggerating that they were very close friends by saying bosom buddies when they probably don't really know each other at all. Then it says George Clooney says he doesn't know her. This apparently is taken from an interview 3 years ago, which was probably in response to questions about their friendship with Meghan and Harry, and he was saying that he doesn't really know them. So this whole title is ridiculously exaggerated and statements taken out of context. It continues, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry seem to have hit a snag in their relationship with Hollywood A-lister George Clooney. Reports suggest that once close pals are no longer as tight-knit as they used to be since Meghan and Harry tied the knot in 2018. Previously described as bosom buddies, Meghan and George enjoyed each other's companies, and George and his wife Amal were frequent visitors to the royal couple's home in LA and Oxfordshire, the Daily Mirror reported. I don't know about that at all. I remember there being a rumour that Meghan and Harry stayed with them at the Clooney's luxury Italian villa. That's about it, and even that we can't be sure of. It continues, however, it appears that the dynamics have changed, with George and Amal seemingly forming a closer bond with King Charles, even making an appearance at a Prince's Trust event in London. Now it's very obvious that George Clooney and David Beckham are very much part of the whole celebrity Hollywood hierarchy, which is all promoted by the toxic media. These people are also very much linked to the firm. As it's stated, Clooney and his wife Amal have attended a Prince's Trust dinner. The wife has teamed up with the Prince's Trust to launch an award called the Amal Clooney Award. These two are very much with the firm. David Beckham also is very much part and parcel with the firm, has received one of those silly medals that they give out, an OBE, and these people, these celebrities, their lives are all wrapped up in the celebrity bubble hierarchy, and how they are perceived by the public is very much like the royal family, all important to them, and they know that their popularity and notability is all down to the media system, which has been trying to smear Harry and Meghan's name for the last 3 years or so. They know that the firm and the media have their secret agreements. They also don't want to get the same kind of negative press attention that Meghan and Harry are getting because they stand up against the establishment. And that's pretty much the heads and tails of it. Let me know your opinion in the comments. A recent story is inferring that Harry is not part of the Travelist initiative. Now, Prince Harry is sidelined from an eco-tourism job after experts claimed his life was spiralling out of control. Here we can see it reported in the usual toxic media nonsense way. Harry launched Travelist in 2019 when he was still a working royal. The non-profits bring together major players in the travel industry including TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Skyscanner and Visa, as well as the more recently added Google. The founding principle is that aviation and tourism as a whole could become unviable industries if the sector cannot meet emissions targets aimed at tackling global warming, according to Travelist's website. For 3 years, Harry was the public face of the project. However, he appears to have been omitted from a major announcement by the organisation in May. No doubt, as a result, there has been no news coverage of Travelist's brave new era. In fact, the other two press releases posted on the non-profit's website in 2023 both demoted Harry to a single reference in the About Travelist blurb at the bottom. Which, of course, any little thing like this is jumped on by the tabloids who really don't know anything, with, as you can see here, the toxic tabloids using the very flimsy reason to once again print headlines saying Harry's life is spiralling out of control, not realising the tabloids and the royal reporters who work with the firm and these rags are just making themselves look more and more stupid and insane every day this continues on. Once again, we see an anonymous no-name person quoted as saying there is a bit of a feeling Harry is spiralling out of control and all is not well. Members of his family are worried about how he is coping and his determination to keep having legal battles. Absolute tosh. The firm and their PR and secret deals with the media are the driving force behind all this negativity. Whether or not Harry is involved with Travelist isn't really important. People align themselves with businesses and then move on or change things around. They don't know what's going on. Travelist is based in London, so it's not exactly in the best place for Harry to have such involvement with anymore, so who knows. In a press release that appears to have passed the world by, Travelist Chief Executive Sally Davy said in May, "Today we formally mark the end of Travelist's pilot phase with the appointment of a new board to govern and guide us on our journey ahead to delivering a major positive and system-changing impact." So by the sounds of it, they have a new board and are changing things around. So maybe that is done. Harry more than likely got involved to give the firm publicity at the start when it launched. Now it's been around for a few years and it's got off the ground, job done. But of course this small thing, irrespective of what it is an excuse for the tabloids to say Harry's life is spiralling out of control. Two stories that showcase the deceptive link between the media and the firm. First up today we see King Charles extends invite to Harry, Meghan to annual summer vacation report. King Charles has kept Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's names on the list of invitees for this year's royal summer vacation, according to a report. Each summer, the royal family sets off to Balmoral Castle in Scotland for their annual break. All family members are expected to stay at Balmoral Castle at some point over the next few weeks, Rebecca English writes. That is, except the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, whose open invitation to join family gatherings hasn't exactly been rescinded, but is certainly not expected to be accepted. Exactly the whole point of the invitation is so that royal reporters can, when the time comes, write their negative smear campaign articles, saying how ungrateful Meghan and Harry are for not attending, etc., etc. When the truth is that the firm and the establishment have removed their security from Harry and refused to work with any other outside intelligence, which has made it very difficult for Harry to go to the UK at any time. The firm know that this invite will never be accepted, but it's there so the royal reporters have something else to accuse Meghan and Harry of. And as you can see, they have already started with this narrative. Meghan Markle and Harry expected to skip royals' summer holiday, but are still invited. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, Kate Middleton and the rest of the royal family will head to Balmoral in a few weeks for their annual summer holiday, but Prince Harry and Meghan Markle won't be there to join the fun. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun to me. Anything but fun. Sounds like a nightmare. It says here that Meghan and Harry spent time at Balmoral after their royal wedding in 2018 and returned with the rest of the family for the traditional trip in 2019. But of course, since they're split from the firm, they haven't gone there. And why would they? When it's the firm that leak these stories and are part of the international orchestrated smear campaign against them that has been going on for 4 years, all because they were and still insanely jealous of their popularity. Which only reflects on them because they're obsessed with their public profile, because their whole business dynamic is based around sponging off the taxpayers of the UK. So therefore they are constantly monitoring whether or not they are popular with the UK public, and they cannot stand the fact that now Meghan and Harry have left the firm behind and are not anymore sponging off of the UK taxpayers and are financing themselves with multi-million deals with Spotify and the rest. Which only highlights how ridiculous it is to have one of the richest families in the world getting handouts from every taxpayer in the UK. This is what this whole smear campaign is about. So this invitation is an invitation that the firm know they won't accept because 1, why would anyone go and stay with people who are clearly against you? And 2, those people have removed your security, therefore making it more difficult for you to travel to the UK. The only reason this invite exists is to fuel more negative stories about Meghan and Harry. Let me know what you think in the comments below.